Well, South Carolina's top prosecutor says the state needs to change the way it picks judges. Today, Attorney General Alan Wilson joined more than 24 solicitors and sheriffs to call for the state legislature to reform judicial selection.
State House reporter Mary Green explains what change they're urging lawmakers to make.
In his State of the State address, Governor Henry McMaster called for the governor to appoint South Carolina's judges with Senate approval. Attorney General Alan Wilson stopped short today of endorsing that specific model, but he says South Carolina needs a judicial selection system in which the executive branch, of which he and McMaster are part, has more power.
We believe that the government governs best when its three subordinate branches of government have equal checks on each other's ambition. That does not happen in our current system.
South Carolina is one of 2 states where the legislature elects judges, and under this system, lawmakers also decide who sits on the candidate screening panel, known as the Judicial Merit Selection Commission, or JMSC. It's made up of 10 members, 6 of whom are state legislators, and the other 4 of whom are chosen by legislative leaders.
There is no executive involvement whatsoever in that process. We're completely cut out of the process.
A bipartisan group of about 24 solicitors and sheriffs from across the state stood with Wilson as he made this call for judicial reform Monday. When asked, no one in the group indicated they'd support a popular election of judges, as some states do, and which would require voters' approval as a constitutional amendment. But David Pasco, the Democratic solicitor for Orangeburg, Calhoun, and Dorchester counties, endorsed 2 reform bills he says the General Assembly can implement on its own. They both concern the JMSC, which screens and whittles all candidates for an open judge seat down to 3 options for the General Assembly's election. The first bill would allow the General Assembly to make its pick from all candidates the JMSC determines are qualified instead of just the 3. The second would prohibit lawyer legislators from serving on the screening panel.
I think it is too cozy. I think there are a lot of insider deals going on with regards to the selection of judges, and we need to put an end to that.
Wilson and the group of sheriffs and solicitors say they want these changes to happen as soon as possible, but time is running out for them to happen during this year's legislative session. So they say this might more realistically be a push for next year. Reporting from the State House, I'm Mary Green.